lungs. Steel in my jaw, teeth taste the drums. Ink in my veins, black with the grudge. Heart like a hammer, built to blood. Concrete confession etched in the wall. Names of the fallen, I answer them all. Walk through the furnace, laugh at the glow. I've lived in the ashes, I'm ready to grow. Chain link shadows cage every thought. I sharpen my temper, run everything rot. Spark from the friction right in my chest. I carve every setback into my crest. Crashing it out. Spit like a sandblast, peel off the paint. Tear at the halo, expose the restraint. I chew on the pressure, grind it to grit. Crafting a mindset too jagged to quit. Boots on the fault line, step till it breaks. I tread on the tremors, refuse to shake. Eyes like a searchlight, scan every flaw. I welcome the fracture and worship the raw. Laugh at the ladder, I came for the roof. Climb on the stigma, I'm living in proof. This full of backlash, I feed on the sting. Each accusation, a functionless ring. Toxic approval drips from their teeth. I cut through the sugar and harvest the teeth. Box made of buzzwords, they hope I obey. I melt down the labels and weapon the clay. Memories of mine feel laced with the doubt. I stomp on the stories so silence falls out. Blood from the bargain stains every sleeve. I snap every promise they told me to believe. Neon addictions glued to their face. I uproot the signal, corrupt the embrace. Hope in the hard drive locked in the code. I rip out the circuit, restore the corrode. Somber and slick, I hurl them in dumpsters and hammer the lid. Marching in circles, calling it drive. I rupture the spiral and walk out alive. Blueprints of failure, rolled in my fist. I flatten the pages and rewrite the twist. Unspoken verdicts hang in the air. I slice through the tension and swallow the stare. Nails in my footprint mark where I tread. They try to contain me with rumors they spread. Hunger for challenge boils in the core. I use every hindrance to fashion a door. Guilt as a garment tailored to choke. I tear at the stitching and hand back the cloak. Doctrine of weakness sold as a dream. I puncture the sermon and couple in the scheme. Flood of opinion foaming with spite. I tilt the horizon, exposing their blight. Currency crafted from fear of the void. I torch the exchange, the profit destroyed. Bricks of compliance stacked in a stack. I pivot the structure and press it to crack. Pulse in my temples counts down the doubt. With every collision, I'm crashing it out. Yeah. Crashing it out. In the busted stairwell, rust flakes, paint chips, thumb on the doorbell. Cold smoke crawling from the vent like a warning. Name carved deep in the steel of the awning. Down, 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 down. I was raised in the hallway of flickering eyes. Loose wire halos, cheap plastic lies. Janitor bucket, brown water, blind corner. Teacher said, calm down. I got warmer. Knuckles on a locker, rhythm of detention. Principal preaching about second chances. I mention you count suspensions like beads on a chain. I count each footprint I left in the rain. Lunch tray kingdom, bent fork throne. I saw my textbooks in cracked black stone. Mom's last nerve in the pillbox Sunday. Dad's last check in the voicemail Monday. Speakers on the line like bodies in the breeze. Run down, swing, squeak out. Elegies, graffiti on the brick spelling. Make your exit. I tagged over that. kid. City bus windows foggy with regret. Paper wristbands from nights I forget. I talk back sharp as a snapped off antenna. Every rule book reads like cheap propaganda. Counselor said, name what you're feeling. Static, gravel, copper, peeling. Track marks on the desk from my tapping pen. I carved my initials in the test again. Metal detector kissed me every morning. Security one hummed its boring warning. Said I was trouble, I was proof of design. Blueprint drawn in the skirmisher spine. I'm the cough in the hallway you can't ignore. I'm the footprint smear under every door. Corner it, question it, grip that throat of a thought, then I weapon it. I burn through days like loose leaf pages, stapled together by chemical rages. Hard like a warehouse, locked half the year. Forklift scars in the concrete here. Every old herb filed in the milk crate, labeled in a language you love to hate. I spit like a torque wrench, twist that frame. Whole room tilt when I spit that name. You pray for a moment where I hesitate, fold. I write manifestos in a mouth full of gold. You polish your posture, bargain for favors. I polish my flaws into razor flavored. Every apology tastes like ash, so I quit flinching when the plates all crash. Therapist clipboard tapping like Morse. She wants calm rivers, I'm all for some floodgate finger splintered and numb. I'm teeth on the shot glass, hand on the drum. I learned loyalty carved in a bathroom stall. Die for your crew in uneven scrawl. Saw that line drip under faulty light, took it as law. Not a teenage right, I bled on sneakers, carpet tile. Shook off stitches with a crooked smile. If pain's your currency, I'm bankrolled. Heavy blood type gasoline, gate unsteady. You want confession, I want ignition. I don't do penance, I do demolition. Every old scar is a barcode scan. Inventory check on the shape of a man. On hush, too sharp for a day that demands you brush down every edge till you're safe to hold. But safe gets sold and safe grows mold. They market comfort in pastel tones. Meanwhile I'm sanding ceramic bones. I bring friction, blister spark. I redraw the outline around your dark. Steel-toed sermon stomp through the chatter. Every new doubt gets served on a platter. I chew that question till teeth feel glass. I spit out glass in the overgrown grass. I got a spine like a power line in a hailstorm. Bending, screaming, staying in form. I don't fold just because the script says scene. I walk off stage, rip down the screen. Every checkbox looks like a choke chain. Every dress code reads like old pain. So I wear this damage. Steel dust in my lungs, cold in my veins, crowbar thoughts in the dead-end hallway. Heartbeat ticking like a bomb in a briefcase. Grew teeth in the blackout, chewing through the drywall. Wrote prayers in a ledger full of chargebacks and brick walls. Clock hands carved into my back like cheap tattoos. Every second that they stole turned my patience into bad news. I was raised on eviction notices, they crooked on the front door. Hand me down, anger folded neat in the sock drawer. Learn math, counting missed calls, missed meals, missed chances. Every maybe later, just a graveyard of advances. I don't bow to a desk job, death march, necktie, tourniquet, tremor. Seen bosses act holy while they worship every profit margin. Error. They preach hustle. I see hounds foaming over fresh fear. Mouths full of buzzwords, eyes empty like the back row of last year. I remember when my friend sold his headphones to pay rent. Said I'll buy him back when the month makes sense. Month never did it, just laughed from a high-rise balcony while we pace crack sidewalk, fist tight, low salary. I'm the glitch in the spreadsheet, staying on the glass floor. They keep taking teamwork while they built up the trapdoor. Success is a staircase guarded by imitation saints. I'm the rust on the railing, flaking off their gold paint. Everyone. Every label wants a mascot, made a market tested trauma, tragic tragedy in high definition caption. For the drama, they don't hear the sirens under every timid chuckle. They just see a cheap thrill and a contract buckle. I watch cameras turn funerals into trending little snippets. Grief in 30 seconds, heartache with the tip jar widget. The world post condolences between ads for vacation homes, while someone's mother folds a worn out shirt and sits alone. I don't trust that grin with the perfect teeth and plastic tan. I trust the kid on the bus with the notebook and the busted planning smeared on his fingers like grease from a factory line, trying to sketch an exit off a road built to confine. They taught us to network, shake hands with hidden daggers, smile through the poison while the rich rehearse their swagger. But a handshake can't erase nights counting ceiling cracks, wondering if tomorrow means progress or just panic attacks. I've seen hope ponder for a bargain on a Friday, dream swap cheap in the alley for a half-paid highway. When the landlord knocks like a drum on a rib cage, you start measuring your worth by the shape of your rage. There's a hole in the sky where the satellites hung. Now it spits burnt metal when the morning is young. They promise connection, so suspensions to affection. Now hearts grow empty in perpetual inspection. We chase lights like loose change under couch cushions, while real conversations die in corporate push notifications. People talking slogans regurgitated from a slideshow. Personality pre-approved in the HR side note. I see mental gaslight apprentices into cheap reflections. Teach them every dirty trick except actual direction. Build careers on stepping stones named after old friends. Call it growth, leave a trail, acquire dead ends. My spine learn to stiffen when authority walks near, because respect shouldn't taste like diluted fear. If your throne needs kneeling to keep from tipping, it's a folding chair masquerading as a kingdom worth gripping. I don't want a metal pin to a borrowed jacket. I want calloused hands from ripping through the bracket. Tear the ladder from the wall, frame a door instead, so the next one through doesn't need to beg to be fed. To be fed. I keep souvenirs of failure stacked beside my mattress. Every bad call, every misstep, every crack stacked is not as trophies but as tools sharpened on the nights I shook, when my own reflection glared at me like a witness in a book. Sometimes machine there in my lungs, neon exits on, buzzing over dead eyes, steel dust on my tongue. I bite down on regret till the rust flies. Blueprint on my chest from the past I fed. Every favor that I gave came back misread. You want loyalty cheap like counterfeit meds, but my patience turned to powder in your clenched hands. Dead stones lit up with your ghosted text. You weaponize silence, then ask who's next. Shove blame in my face like a loaded test, then laugh when the ink runs red in my neck. I did time in your maze of implied rules, tripwire compliments, little lab of fools. You called it love while you taught it my moves, like a guard with a clipboard cutting my bruises. Jaw tight, teeth grind through the migraine hum, swallow down names till my own goes numb. Every promise you spit had a fuse and a drum. Always time to explode when I try to stand up. Time to explode. When I try to stand up. I remember that night at the kitchen sink, plates crack, floor slick. You spiked my drink, you said you're too much. Watch my balance shrink while the tap kept dripping like a bomb that blinked. You flip stories, turn sins into souvenirs, pin them to your chest, made that crown from my fears. Asked why I shake, then you tug both ears. Said look how you dance when I stare your tears. I drew lines in the dust on your bedroom shelf, spelled lead with my fingertip, then blame myself. Packed one bag, unpacked it, split my health into halves. One for you, one rotting on the floorboards. You carved loyal on the back of my grin, told me secrets as a dare, then you cashed them in. Every whisper you sold bought a brand new spin to my name and guilty in your crooked little hymn. Guilty in your crooked little hymn. Now I walk through the block with my headphones dead, no beat, just a thud of my heel and dread. Your voice still crawls through the cracks in my head like a stray dog gnawing on a bone made of lead. I see kids at the bus stop mimic your stare, smirk with that same little curve, I don't care. I flinched and laugh at the empty air, cause it's you I'm dodging in a world that's bare. I got lit as I burned in coffee can. Ash on my fingers, black map on my hand. Read the smoke like scripture. Stitched up a plan to step past the shadow where you shake. Once ran now, every step I take scrape sparks from the ground. Boot soles chewing through the old compound. No mantra, no chorus, just a raw new sound. When my throat used to choke on your name out loud. World idols, rust in my throat when I bite through titles. Dead-eyed leaders with their dead-eyed smiles. I drag their crowns through the bathroom tiles. Ink on my hands from the lies they printed. Tongue like flint, every spark straight vicious. Power in a suit with a prepaid conscience. I pull the cord on their comfort options. Concrete stomach, I digest pressure. Spit back shards that deform their shelters. You hug trends like a rented weapon. I carve truth in a second, no question. My shadow weighs what your name can't handle. You chase clicks while I melt these panels. Air smells thick with the fake forgiveness. I don't forget, I file each sentence. Raised on crumbs in a house of thunder. Ceiling cracked but it never fell under. I learned fast how the small get trampled. Now my words brand scars in their samples. Jaw stay set when the floor keeps tilting. I found calm in the chaos I'm wielding. Every bruise that they wrote in secret now glows bright like a stolen beacon. Stone glows bright like a stolen beacon. Spine like rebar under ripped up denim. I walk past doors with a rich still venom. Boardroom ghosts with the porcelain laughter. I hear fear tap glass when I climb their rafters. Clipboard kings with the spreadsheet morals. Wage war quiet in the plush safe corridors. They buy souls on a discount Friday. I bring storms to the hallway sideways. Backstreet sermons in the busted stairwell. We trade truth like contraband airmail. Knuckles cake from the daily friction. Hope gets taxed and sold as fiction. That's our friends go numb on the bright screen flicker. Trade their will for a faster picture. I keep ink in my veins like a live transmission. Every line wiretight to a raw conviction. If my back hits walls, then the walls get fractured. I talk sharp till the locks turn back. What's this bloodline built from the ones that started? We turn hurt into heat, get the steel cathartic. Your silence shakes when my footsteps enter. Every smug grin cracks at the center. You can stack your thrones to the sky with panic. I still walk up bare, make your gods feel average. Factory sirens in my nightly breathing. I taste smoke from the dreams that season. Paycheck leash from the neck of millions. We march, bend still they call us villains. Office light buzz over bent back shoulders. Coffee cold but the hearts grow colder. Dead end clock with the same two numbers. I kick holes through the padded slumber. When I speak your script malfunctions. Whole facade glitches out in chunks. Then you pack cracks with a fresh new slogan. I break screens till the map stays broken. Child in the corner with the headphones heavy. Drowns long nights in the feedback levy. Here's one verse like a fuse start burning. Knows right then that the tide is turning. I rap fate like a theft in progress. Snatch back days that they marked as losses. Steel toe thoughts on the march relentless. Each word dense, what they swore was endless. You won't page this pulse in a neat agreement. I sign deals in the dust of precincts. Name carved rough in the wall they painted. They scrub hard but the mark stays ancient. Concrete breath, 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 breath. Concrete breath, concrete breath, 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 breath. Concrete breath, concrete breath, concrete breath, concrete breath, concrete breath. thunder in my heartbeat. I've chewed on every locked door, swallowed every broken key. Teeth like plies, I pull out lies, line them on the table, watch them twitch, then die. You preaching plastic, barcode face. I walk through your temple in mud-stained lace. Tattooed knuckle spell, don't blink twice. I grin in the mirror, see your loaded device. Every scar on my wrist is a bar in a verse. Every crack in my voice is a family curse. I grew up where the sirens sang bedtime songs, where the neighbors learn to count by the sound of gongs, where the landlord smile with a handshake knife, where the landlord's grin try to rent my life. I learned quick, trust is a tripwire. Kindness is kindling, set on fire. So I sharpen my thoughts on concrete corners, turn every slight into sharpened corners. If you want my respect, bleeding daylight. If you want my name, spell it in a fist fight. I don't chase crowns, I snap them in half, melt them down, turn them into a staff. Walk through the boardroom, mud on the rug, track every footprint, call it my drug. You pray in the language of polished glass, I pray in the dialect of broken gaffs. I am not your mask, gotta manage pain. I'm the leak in the ceiling that ruins your frame. I'm the glitch in the badge at the corporate gate. Eyes like a storm, grin like fate. You built your throne on unpaid sleep, on borrowed lungs you never keep. You stare at the clock, hope time forgives. I stare at your walls and decide who lives. Concrete breath. I drag your slogans through factory grind, watch each pretty promise cough up slime. Your mission statement cracks in my palm. Your focus group faith loses its calm. No halo here, just halogen buzz. Just fence that wheeze like a dying bus. Just kids in hoodies with hollow eyes, memorizing routes through exit signs. I took every bill with a bloody edge, signed every contract on a bathroom ledge. Red fine print through a busted lens, heard the echo of a world that pretends you sell redemption in a cardboard box. I stack them high, build gallows from stocks, hang your brand on a crooked beam. Let the shareholders witness the fever dream. I see managers bow to a glowing chart, trade their spine for a parking spot. Watch them rehearse condolence lines for the next round of sacrifice on the dotted line. I keep a ledger carved in my ribs, each notch a promise that someone slips, each line a record of a quiet theft, each breath a bill nobody checked. I wear this rage like a welded mask, faceplate fused to a lifelong task. Every insult, every shove in the hall becomes a spike in the side of your wall. You call it progress when the weakest break, I call it murder by 1,000 takes. You measure value in unpaid miles, I measure worth in the buried files. I am the folder, you can't delete the rumor of revolt under every seed. I step inside your sanitized zone, track tracks of dirt across polished stone. Concrete breath. Concrete breath. Concrete breath. Concrete breath. Concrete breath. Concrete breath. I remember lock and slam like closing jaws. Remember teachers counting bruises as flaws. Remember walking home with a busted lip, tongue tasting metal, fingers on a rip. I turned every shove into sharpened grip, built a backbone out of every hit. Learned math by counting who stayed down, learned faith when nobody came around. At the plant gate whistles pierce the gray, bodies filing dreams rot away. Supervisors bark like tethered dogs, clipboards clutch like religious logs. Concrete breath. Cold floor, rust flakes on my tongue, steel door sweating red, exit sign humming like a threat, neon tape on the cable snakes, blueprints and dust that never move. I lace my thoughts tight like knuckles in black tape. I woke up with a migraine made of metal filings, jaw lock, taste iron bite through the bindings. Every bad decision turns to barbed wire halo, spinning over faces that pretended they were angels. I carved calendars into concrete with my teeth, counting down to nothing but the grind underneath. They want clean hands, I got scarred palms, dead skin, every line of cracked tooth dragging on the dead grin. I saw friends fold quick for a quick fix, paychecks swore they climb out, now they're buried in the same wreck. You can smell the cheap pride in the handshake, talk loud, soft spine. That's a landscape I don't in the gravel, every step and after shot cracking through the scaffold. I've been knee deep, wading through the ash of my habits. Pull a rib out, sharpen it, stabbing at the static mouth full of gasoline. Promises I never kept. Spitting sparks, set fire to the dead. I treat fear like a face I refuse to forget. Tattoo every failure in the back of my head. Up in the back of my head. I've been stitched to the floor with invisible thread. Every tug from the past trying to drag me to the dead. Had a father made of silence and cheap excuses. Taught me that vanishing is one of his uses. So I built my own spine out of stolen profanity. Cursed every mirror till it cracked my vanity. Walked halls with the wallpaper peels like scabs. Old trophies choking on cigarette tracks. Guidance counselor told me ain't realistic. Then filed my hope in the trash statistic. I burned that script in the parking lot. Rainstorm, steam on my chest, rage in its same form. I seen suits pour poison in the paper cup. Smile wide, call it progress till you drink up. Every slogan just a muzzle with a fresh coat. They saw you rope, then compliment the neck note. I broke out through a vent in the ceiling, metal dust in my lungs. Coughing up meaning, took the blame. They tried to staple to my name, ripped the tag off, fed it to the frame. Fed it to the frame. Yeah. I don't need an anthem, I'm a middle finger monologue. Boot on the throat of every half-hearted dialogue. Talk big online, in the flesh they evaporate. Pixels for a backbone, posture made a masquerade. I slept on floors that remember every argument. Thin wall, stick fists, echo in the carpet threads. Learned early how to turn a bruise into blueprint. Follow every purple mark straight to improvement. I watch addicts trade family for a short fix. Kids staring at a hollow where a hug missed. I don't judge, I just etch it in the stonework. Mortar mixed with every tear that the bones earn. You can feel my motive in the motors when they grind. Every syllable a tendon, now you're tightened in my mind. I'm allergic to the handshake, hiding hidden knives. Slice the cord, hear the fragile little alibis. I grew fangs from the lies you were feeding me. Now I sharpen every doubt till it's freedom teeth. Turn guilt into gravel under boots when I pace. Drag shame by the throat through the furnace of my face. Through the furnace of my face. See the ceiling fan spinning like interrogations. Light flicks every blinking of the accusation. I stood center stage in the empty rec hall. Mic dead, heart loud, echo on the back wall. Practice raps to the hum of the soda fridge. Vending light flickering like nervous lids. No crowd, just the echo of my own breath. Static in my static in my teeth. Static in my teeth. Static in my teeth. Static. Static in my teeth. 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 Static on my teeth. Static in my teeth. Oil on my tongue, steel toe, heartbeat marching through the lungs. Rust big backbone, chain link spine, finger on the fault line, short through the brine. Jaw wire tight while the floorboards quake. Every misstep makes the nails all break. Teeth like glass in the mouth of ash. I grind each word till the vowels all crash. Pavement in my veins, I'm a jackboot pulse. Heavy foot stomp when the doubt convulses. You'll pray for a pause, I subtract your breath. Every maybe later just invites more theft. I've carved these bars in a concrete skull. Tattooed rage where the hope turned dull. You sip weak talk from a paper cup. I sip bad blood, never water it up. I seen thin pride, full quick as tin. When the mask slides off and the fears jump in, I don't chant mantras, I don't beg grace. I just drag my scars like a chain in your face. You clock out early, I erase your shift. All your comfort codes get a hard reset twist. I'm the glitch in the script you can't debug. A black box truth that refuses your hug. I don't shake hands with the sandcast kings. I just wait for the tide and watch crowns sink. You build soft thrones from the foam and mist. I bring rough boots, iron heel, steel fist. I'm the late night hum in the landlord's wall. The mold and the grin of a crumbling mall. You chase bright screens while your spine grows slack. I'm the dull gray weight that will drag you back. In a room room full of locked shut throats, every secret there had a brick for a coat. They stacked that shame till the ceiling bent, till the clock fell down and the daylight spent. I learned real quick that the rules were rigged. Every rich man's prayer had a gun in the script. Every outstretched hand had a hidden debt. Every quiet kid wore a choke chain neck. They fed me slogans like sugar and lead. Keep your head down, stay safe, play dead. I bit that line till my gums turned black. Then I spit that rot and I clawed life back. Now my words hit hard like a factory press. Drop, compress, leave a logo in flesh. I don't want peace if it means mute tongues. I want loud truth pounding holes in lungs. I walk past doors where the locks all laugh, where the cameras blink and the tapes go black, where the lies get filed under customer care, where they price your pain at a flat low fare. I've seen good friends straight spine for ease, let the bright ideas rot under corporate keys. Sign the souls away for a swivel seat throne, then blame the mirror when the light is gone. I'll build my faith from the scraps they toss, bed nails, dull bolts, every factory cost. Turn that trash into sharpened thought. Now each sharp line cuts the strings you bought. I'm the burnt out bulb in a spotless hall, the error code stamped on your brand new wall, the leak in the tank of your armored ride, the fine print claws that will eat your pride. So when you hear this voice in the metal clad room and your calm fake smile starts to itch like a wound, know this isn't art for the playlist page. It's a crowbar swung at the rust on your cage. Static in my teeth. Guilty. Steel teeth, grinding on the skyline. Rust flakes falling in the floodlights. Lights, boop, bricks pressed into the oil slick. Barcode, burned into my lip. I woke up with a mouth full of copper and dust, jaw locked tight like a vice on trust. Mirror cracked back with a rusty grin. Said you're a glitch in the grid, not a saint, not sin. I've been walking on the wires where the dead dreams hang. Every promise that I made turned to shrapnel and slang. Every handshake left a stain on the bones of my name. Every favor was a favor to the fraud in the frame. I got scar shaped just like factory stamps from every time I let a parasite camp inside my chest on the rent-free throne, sucking every last spark from a blackout home. I don't need another lecture from a plastic priest in designer chains, preaching feminine feasting. I was raised on the static from a cracked screen glow, where the heroes all choke and the cowards all grow. You want peace, pay in teeth and time. They want your blood type matched to the deadline. They want your pulse set to their punch clock faith. 9-digit number as a steel plate halo. I learned early how to sharpen the grudge into something that can cut through a corporate judge, into something that can carve up a padded cell, where they saw your own fear as a safety belt. I ain't been into a backbone built from receipts. I ain't signing my soul for a parking seat. I'd rather drag these chains through a hurricane street than sit still, sip lies, feel my will deplete. I got bone deep beef with the velvet cage, with the quiet little office where they fire rage into numbers on the chart, into behavior to fix, into pills in the tray, into polite conflicts. They fed me bright screens, sweet as cyanide bites. Told me life is a ladder, never look left or right. Told me climb, keep climbing, crush whoever you can. Then they laugh from the top while they kick out the rungs. I seen friends turn feral over limited spots, watch loyalty melt on a conference call. Saw a kid sell hope for a handshake deal. Now he grinds his teeth on a steering wheel. I remember that winter in the one-room box, with the walls sweated mold, where the cold cut socks, where my breath drew ghosts on the paper thin glass, where the neighbors broke dishes when the rent came last. I was scribbling plans on a food stamp card, plotting prison breaks from a paycheck yard, counting every cent like a hostage note, while the landlord smiled with the velvet throat. And I swear if I see one more billboard grin, selling beauty from the same hands tightening the ring, I'ma scratch through the image with the jagged key till the paper peels back and it bleeds the streets. I'm sick of handshakes heavy with hidden pins, sick of family talk from the suits and skins, sick of medals hung on the mouths of thieves, while the kids with empty plates watch bread on screens. I'm the product of a system that misfired twice, Where the guidance counselor called me acceptable vice. Where the teacher said talent and underlined risk. Where the cop read my hoodie like a guilty script. Yet I'm still here, still breathing in machine-made air. Still chewing on regret like electric chair leather. Still turning every insult into fuel for a run towards a world with the weak and the punchline spun. I don't rap for the gatekeepers. Loud enough. Broken glass on the warehouse floor, steel toe boot prints, rust at the door, red exit sign flickers like a bad code. My jaw locked tight in attack mode. I step in like a fault line, splitting the room in half. Barbed wire brain, every thought got a sharp and laugh. Cold hands, cracked skin on the barred up fist. But nights taste like copper and clenched teeth grit. I drag chains of the days that you said I'm a lost cause. Now I write that on the wall in permanent claw marks. Concrete confession, I etch in the dust. Your prophecy broke first, turned plastic and cut. You said sit still while your halo slipped sideways. I grew up learning how to bleed in the driveways. Family portraits with the eyes scratched out. Silence at dinner, then the slam door shot. I keep score on the inside of my ribs like a tally. Every mark another time that you chose the easy alley. You retreat to the glow of a brand new screen. I sharpen every scar till it cuts through the scene. I don't pray for a savior in the cheap suit speech. I lay bricks from the wreckage just to level your reach. You frame me as the problem, pin blame to my back. Now I pull out every pin, give the weight back intact. Broken glass. Broken glass. Give the weight back intact. Got grit in my gums and the jaw wired for war. Teeth bite down through the lies in your folklore. You talk tough, typed out in the glowing box, but your courage disappears when the door unlocks. You wear outrage like a rented mask. Trade real struggle for a trending tag. You're a ghost in the grid full of hollow takes. I'm a storm in the spine of the faults you make. I've seen friends fall quick for a little applause. Change sides every week like a clause in the claws. You don't stand for a thing, you just lean where it's easy. Chase cheap heat till your core turns greasy. I walk through your lobby with the floorboard strained. Every footstep heavy like a memory stain. You build towers of excuses, I map out the load. Find the weakest boat, let the whole roof go. You romanticize pain that you never had. Post quotes about healing while you twist a new dagger. You call it tough love when you crush what you fear to laugh, while the ones that you bruise disappear. I pull up receipts carved deep in my chest. Ink runs black from the nights without rest, while you rewrite history like a cute anecdote. I keep the original text in the scars on my throat. Broken glass. Broken glass. In the scars on my throat. I was raised on the echo of a slam front door. Learned young how a promise can rot at the core. There was dust in the Benz, mold under the sink, but you cared more about what the neighbors might think. You said be grateful, but your hands stayed close. Sat back, arms crossed while the power got cut. Fridge light out, but the tension stayed lit, so I stored up rage where the groceries should sit. Schoolyard fights, I brought home the black eye. You brought home excuses and the practice lies. Said boys will be boys, then you turned up the show while I scrubbed dry blood from the knuckle and nose. I grew older, but the pattern stayed tight. You changed partners, same script every night, different voice, same blame, same guilty glass, same cycle where the fragile always crash. You train me to flinch at the smallest sound, to expect every footstep to grind me down, but each flinch laid fiber in a brand new cable. Now the current in my chest flips tables. Broken glass. Broken glass. Now the current in my chest flips tables. I carry a spine. I carry a spine like a crowbar under the coat. Pry open locked rooms that you claim were a joke. Pull rugs back, see the rock that. Broken glass. I see the rock that. Rust on the ceiling. Rust on the ceiling. with the crack throat tick, each second like a broken restraint. Crates on the floor, old ghosts on the vinyl. Needle digs deeper, find spite. Static like ash in a hurricane spiral. Room starts to tilt to the left, then bite. Grip on the fader like a throat in my fist. Cross cut the calm into crooked glass. Friction in the groove, little sparks, little fists. First breath tastes like shrapnel and gas. The taste of fluorescent fatigue, tongue coated thick with machine shop gray. Clock says earn what they said you can't touch. My bones say charge what they tried to underpay. Badge on my chest, just a barcode scar. They scan, I beep, I break in silence. Lunch break lit by a loading dock flood. Chewed up donuts, secondhand violence. Supervisor has a gas smirk, dead eyes, hands on the clipboard, neck veins thin. He talks like a spreadsheet, drew his jawline. Every word a discount on my skin. Cameras blink red like 1,000 dope threats up a flow. Windows where mirrored sneers. Glass in the foyer, gold in the lobby. Rust in the lungs of the back room peers. I hand him hours, he hands me fumes. Call it a contract, I call it rot. Every small favor, another small chain. Every good worker, another small plot. I grind my teeth till the fillings crack. Molar sparks in the midnight grind. Spit out silver in the bathroom sink. Swear each fleck is a piece of my spine. Locker room, copper that mold thick. Airlock clicks back like a sarcastic grin. Sticker on the door says team trust family. Some vandal smear pay us underwritten pen. Boot laces sprayed from the concrete. Drag soles wear thin on the same 4 rows. Tape round the handle of my tool like a bandage. Callus on my palm where the overtime grows. Street after shift takes like battery acid. Billboards bark from a paper thin sky. Every ad says own what you'll never afford. Every bus groans past like a hollowed out lie. I walk that route with the furnace jaw, heat in the gums, chill in the gut. Mouth rehearses what my chest won't swallow. Names of the bosses etched deep in the rust. Door to the cryptics, frame all skewed, peeling paint curls like a sneer from the wall. Laundry avalanche in a one-room kingdom. Couch half broke from absorbing the fall. Fridge hums low like it piggies the hunger. Light bulb flickers in a nervous code. Leftover noodles in the cracked white carton. Soy sauce stain on the finalist notice. I wrote application stack on the wobbly table. Ink turned gray from 1,000 refusals. Every polite we regret to inform you. Typed in the font custom built for refusal. Sink full of plates, no time for the dishes. Knuckles tap rhythms on aluminum cans. Each hollow ring feels weirdly familiar. Same cheap echo living under my plans. I lace up blackout, wait at the desk, screen glow, carving out trenches in my cheap search bar full of half-spelled escape routes. Cheap one-way, fast pay, leave this week. Cursor blinks like it halfway, pities every half dream. I shovel its way, I hover on tab for jobs that require degrees. I would've had if rent ever gave way. Behind that monitor, something keeps pacing. Animal shadow with my haircut, twitch pupils like tunnel mouths out of the factory. Trapped in the socket of a minimum wage glitch. It whispers accounts of a possible fracture. Blueprints scribbled in a fevered hand. Steel-toed manifesto, payroll rapture. Every line ends in black door. Rust in my teeth from the chains I bite through. Hands still stained from the deals that I once knew. Knuckles cracked open on the same brick wall. Every promise that I made turned into a downfall. Black boots paced out, paint on the floor. Old flyers, torn wires, padlocked door. Cold room buzzing like it hates my guts. I learned early what it means when the ladder gets cut. You talk big with the borrowed voice. Secondhand rage, counterfeit choice. I carried anvils, you carried excuses. I broke my back while you rehearsed bruises. So you gon' play plastic thrones. Beg peasants just to call your phone. I walk barefoot over broken stone. So every step now comes into blood. Clock when I stared too hard. Every minute that I lost left another deep scar. Factory sirens in my bloodstream hum. Heart like a piston, too hot, won't numb. I fed fears till they grew teeth of their own. Now they circle, they snap, they want my throne. I plant my flag in a landfill grave. King of the scraps that the rich men made. Steel toe stomp on a glass eagle. Swords in your speech every time that you reload. You call that truth, I call that theater. You worship smoke, kiss glow with the dark leaders. I got receipts burned into my skin. Every line branded with a fist went in. Still I grit, gums red with the grit. Shoot through shame, spit nails, never quit. I watch halos rust on my hometown saints. Prayed in parking lots, gasoline paint. Crying full of engines, sermons of death. Blessed by the interest, baptized in sweat. We learn hunger from fluorescent ceilings. Break room lunches, plastic wrap feelings. Punch card puppets took every last cent. Said work harder while the floorboards bend. So I sharpen each word like a bolt in my fist. Swing vowels like metal, let consonants twist. If it lands in your ribcage, that's cause and effect. You built your tower on the weak you neglect. I came from a silence, thick as soil. Heavy in the lungs of the kids in toil. Now I drag that dark in the blinding light. Every bad memory pacing behind me, ready for a fight. Mirrors in this place crack when I enter. Glass can't handle this off axis. And a crooked spine straightening under the weight. Turned every grudge into sharpened slate. I carve new roads through the dead end mouths. Erase old borders with blistered hands. Chapped if the world keeps shrinking to a single room. I'll tear off the roof and rename the glue. I am stitched up braids with a pulse and a plan. Blueprint ink smeared on the back of my hand. I'll grind these stuff into metal dust. Let it hang in the air like a layer of trust. When the sirens cut out and the smoke drifts thin, all that's left here is scar on the skin. A jaw warrior tied around future's own king. Grinding down faith with thrust in my tank. Jaw tight, knuckles itching. Clock hand clicking, jaw tight, knuckles itching. Clock hand clicking. Clock hand clicking. Clock hand clicking. Clock hand clicking. Jaw tight, knuckles itching. Steel boots on stained concrete. Every breath tastes like copper and grit. Rust halo on the ceiling. Flicker like dead feeling. My shadow looks better armed than me, but my pulse keeps punching through my tape. I grew up where the sirens sang lullabies, where the brick dust stuck to your bloodshot eyes, where the first thing you learn is to cut your ties, and you cut again deeper just to feel alive. Got a notebook full of names I will not forgive. Every line etched in like barbed wire ribs. If the past wants smoke, it can meet my fist. I make peace with rage, then I let it live. Concrete saints with their jaws unhinged, blessing every kid with a broken hinge. We built our faith out of busted hinges. Kick down the gate, that's a proper entrance. Every scar on my skin, that's stamped ID. Every crack in my voice, that's self-belief. I don't pray for a break or a quick relief. I sharpen each doubt into jagged teeth. I never learn calm, I learn control. I never learn rules, I learn patrols. Walked home through zones where the air turned cold, with my face set hard like drying mold. You can smell the fear when the talk gets cheap. All bark, half hard, weak bite. acceptance speech. I don't bargain, I don't sign blank sheets. If a hand looks fake, I burn the reach. Yeah. You want truth? Here, my father left rust and a 3-word note said, hold this pain. And he watched me choke. I swallowed the shame till it skinned my throat. Then I spat it back out like a poison joke. Teacher said, pick a lane, there's a proper road. But the map they weighed was a haunted hoax. I carved my path through the dead proposals. Left their good advice in the crack disposal. Every time I slipped they said, that's your cap. Now my future flat on a splintered map. So I took each nail from their pointed trap. Built a crooked crown, made it fit my wrath. I got friends in cells and friends in graves. Got friends who switch sides to get a raise. Got fake concern dressed up in praise. Mouth in this glass, eyes dull and vague. Puppet saints with their chrome-bladed grins. Shake your hand, count to 3 breast pins. Spin your sweat in the charts and spins. Then toss your bones in the profit bin. They want clean, I cough dust on stage. They want safe, I torch their cage. They want quiet, I flood with rage. Every bar a brick to a polished face. I don't glamorize scars, I catalog every cut, every shove, every shattered lock. Every word I spit is a Molotov, lighting up a list they thought I lost. There's a kid out back with his headphones cracked, hand-me-down hoodie and a spine half snapped. He stares at the floor like it talks right back, like it's telling him, fold, just accept the trap. I see that stare, it's a mirror slice. I know that air, all grit and spite. I used to press my pulse to the kitchen knife, just to check if the fear could feel my life. So I step outside, let the door swing slow. Say I don't know you, but I know that hole. They'll tell you shrink, they'll tell you fold. They'll sell you calm, then they tax your soul. Told them all those greens with the plastic shine only show teeth. When they smell decline, they'll patch your jeans. Then they rob your spine, call it saving you. While they trace your lines, don't wait for a hand with a halo ring. Build your own grip out of busted things. Turn your doubt to a blade, not a brittle sting. Cutter. Steel dust on the air. 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 Cold sweat in the cracks of my hands. I taste static on my tongue, rust in my teeth, grinding on command. Boot prints on my back, barcode burned across my chest. I walk in studded frames, like a glitch they never fixed. I clock into the grindhouse, concrete cubicle, cancerous ceiling. Flicker of a burnout bulb, twitch in my jaw every day, feeling. Boss man barking with a spreadsheet, halo spit on his tie. Every memo like a muzzle they designed for my mind, but it slides right by. Coffee in the crack mug, stains like maps of the days I lost. Fingerprints in the dust on the desk, keep track of the cost. My name on a lanyard, cheap plastic chain, same little label. They pin me to a number in a box, call it stable. But my spine got a different scripture scratched on the bone. Each vertebrae a verse in a language of stone. I learned it on the nights that the siren sang lullabies to the block. When the landlord changed the locks, when the bridge of nothing but air in a stubborn little light. When my brother stuffed rage in the backpack and vanished into the night. I caught my courage in the back of the bus seat phone, while the driver pretended he never saw the punches I fixed on the dome. Kids crack. Kids crack jokes about my pistol shoes and my secondhand skin. I memorized every insult, filed it sharp in my grin. Now I'm stomping down the hallway of this office like I own the lease. Harpy pacing with the copy machines, grinding piece by piece. Every keystroke, every stapler snap feels like chains on the floor. So I slam my thoughts against the inside of my skull till they break the door. Bench system rattles like a cage full of coins. Loose change, hopes rattling and disappointing joints. Hunger in my stomach taps, messages like rain on tin, telling me this paycheck prison never lets anyone win. I see the smiles laminated on ID cards staged and stiff, their eyes glazed over like they dove off a spiritual cliff. They trade days for that, I live for the weekend. If I keep my rage folded like a blade under my tongue, attention, not here for the cake on a plastic plate. I came to study every fault line, every crack in the structure they call fate. When the right tremor hits, I'll be first to stomp, last to fall. I've been rehearsing insurrection with every breath in these fluorescent halls. Talk stopped mid-sentence, forks froze, eyes aimed at the door, fingers laced in pen. His mom kept the rent in an envelope under the sink with the bleach. Dad kept his temper in a bottle he could never quite reach. Television sold sunsets we never saw past the metal fence. News anchors preaching calm while the neighborhood felt tense. We learned to measure distance by the cracks in the road, and trust by the length of the stories that friends never told. Church on Sunday, preacher flexing in a tailored suit, speaking to heaven like a bonus, like a corporate loop said. Turn the other cheek, let forgiveness be your shield. But his hands look soft, like they never touched the field. Meanwhile, out back, kids testing knuckles on brick, blood on the knuckles, laughter bitter and quick. I found scripture carved on the bathroom stall. Don't wait for wings, climb the wall. So I scaled that message every evening. Eyes red from the chlorine sting. Public pool, closing whistle, always cut through everything. Water in my ears, world muffled, heart loud. I promised I would stand taller than the smoke from every crowd. They fed us slogans in the hallway, posters peeling off the paint. Dream big, work hard, printed over pictures of saints. Counselors said college might be tricky, your grades look thin. I said my drive is volcanic, watch the ground give in. I took that doubt. Rust, steel toe thought process, grind through dust, stare down dead screens, blue glare in my veins, clickbait prophecy, dopamine chains, hands black with the ink from my own bad plans, file teeth marks in the back of their brands, clock hits midnight, still stuck on the wheel, human on paper, machine in the field, barbed wire handshake, smile like a glitch, voice like a court case, eyes like a ditch, chewed up deadlines, swallow that lead, sign my name twice in fluorescent red, concrete conscience, yeah, drips in code, sick of being merchandise on a dead-end road. You chant buzzwords, worship that trend. I watch the firmware fry in your head. Bow, 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 bow. I breathe in static from the office vents, risk on the spreadsheet, blood in the rent. Elevator, small talk, teeth on display. Tongue says I'm fine, lungs say decay. Suit is for power, wear plastic grins. Smile like search bars, hollow within. They feed us slogans, call that a cure. Patch over fractures, fracture indoors. Grip this pen like a socket on fire. Interns to smoke sketches, my ire. Every new memo, same old demand. Turn your backbone into branded sand. I walk that hallway, fluorescent hum. Thumbprints logged, every step, every crumb. The camera's blinking, hungry for proof. Documenting sweat on a leaking roof. With a crooked leg, one more update, dressed up as a bed. Give us your weekend, give us your spine. We'll mail you a lanyard, call it divine. I see that manager flex their crown, title on paper, hollow in sound. They toss out praise like loose change thrown. Land on the carpet, never at home. I post write curses on the time card lines. Rage in the margins, jagged designs. I don't need pep talks, I need exits. Rust on the hinges, key in the nexus. They brag where family ends on my throat. That's not support, that's a sinking boat. If I stay quiet, I help this spread. If I spit venom, maybe they bled. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. Down. So I sharpen each word like shattered glass. Slip them in syllables, watch them pass through cubicle walls, through padded lies, through the boardroom table and its hollow eyes. Every motive low frame cliche hangs like mold in the hallway gray. You call it culture, I call it rot. A smile shaped toxin in a coffee pot. My inbox flood with demands and threats. Polite on the surface, knives in the text. Circle back soon means twist that knife. Touch base again means shave your life. I rise from the swivel joints, protest back, crack, brain stack, steel in my chest. If I can't quit yet, I can still speak. Turn this routine into losing strength. In the colorless sky, trucks call fumes on the tight lanes. People trade mornings for pocket chains on the break room table. Crumbs and dread, laugh sound strangled, hope half dead. Microwave hum like a flatline tone. Plastic cutlery, flesh on loan. I feel my knuckles itch for a mark. Tag each wall